Hello and welcome back to the International Spacecraft Exploration Challenge, Mission Oz, brought to you by Space Teams. I am so excited to be back here today for this day 2 kickoff meeting. Of course, I'm Claire, and today I'm joined by Christy, and we will be your hosts on this day 2 of this mission. How are you guys feeling? Let us know in the comments. We want to know about how your day went yesterday. And what was your favorite part of day 1? Christy, while we wait for those comments to come in, yesterday we had some riddles that the participants asked, and they were pretty good. I've got a new one.
Oh,
Are you
they
ready?
came up with the riddles, or they gave you the riddles?
They gave me the riddles, so this is from our participants.
Oh,
So y'all go to the community because I'm going to ask Christy what y'all put in there.
I'm really good at these.
You are. Okay, so here we go. How do you make an alien baby stop crying? This is a hard one.
I want
Apparently,
to
you should know this.
give it a Mars bar. You
You
know.
should not give a baby a Mars bar,
Why
Christy.
we didn't say the age.
Uh,
Alien babies are different.
yeah, an alien baby. Well, you rock it.
Oh, so obvious. Oh, that's a good one.
All right. So we've had people joining us from all over the world. Is anybody telling us how they did yesterday? What was their favorite part of day 1?
So far, we've gotten lots of hellos from where everyone's from. So we've got United States represented tonight, Australia. I'd like to know where Clifford is. He says it's nice and cold there. I love that. Oh, here we go. Jacqueline says that they're tired. They had a long night, and it depends. Their moods depending on whether or not their team won. So,
Well, that was Jackie. We had her on yesterday, and thankfully, yesterday's Planet Builder was not for points, but today you can start earning points by building your ship, and we'll talk more about that. Hopefully, you guys are ready to submit for some special awards because there is an award for coolest ship, guys, and it doesn't have to work.
awesome.
So, all right. I'm glad y'all are having a great time. I know it's a really early, I think it's the middle of the night for some people. So thank you guys for joining us. I love getting to know you and where you're from and things about you. We heard about some amazing views from where you live and some exotic animals. Bangladesh has tigers. Did you know that, Christy?
I did know that.
Pretty cool. But today I want to know, what is your favorite food? Let us know in the comments. What's your favorite food from wherever you are?
This is
Christy, what's your favorite food?
I love raw oysters on the half shell. I know.
Ooh,
Everyone
okay,
says to that.
good for you.
What's your favorite food, Claire?
Oh, tacos,
I
for
do love
sure.
tacos.
Any kind of taco.
We would love y'all's participation. Finley says pizza, watermelon. I do love watermelon.
Watermelon. That is a good one.
Salt on it. What else, guys?
So I recently had the best taco of my life, and it was street corn shrimp tacos.
I
With
love
like,
sweet corn and tacos, but that combination does not sound amazing.
oh, trust me, it's incredible. I'll have to make you some.
I thought you were going to say the tacos I made for you. So
Those were also fantastic.
we've got burgers, fried chicken, sushi. Yes, y'all keep them coming. I love these answers. Takis.
Takis.
Is that the spicy?
Yes,
Okay.
yes. I've never had those actually, but I hear they're great.
My kids like the idea of that, but I don't need that all over the house.
Yeah.
Spaghetti with meatballs in Washington State.
Ooh, yes.
So lots of variety in the comment thread tonight.
Awesome. Well, yesterday we had the pleasure of hearing from our founder of Space Teams, Dr. Shamatov, and his experience as an astronaut. And so I actually know what his favorite food is or was in space. I want you guys to guess, though. What was Dr. Shamatov's favorite food in space? What do you think? I don't know if you guys have seen the videos of some of the meals that they eat on the space station. There's a video of them actually eating tacos. I think they make tacos, but nothing, no like crispy taco shells because that would be a big mess.
I
So,
wonder if you would still be able to say tacos are your favorite if you had space tacos.
I'd
Uh,
probably say space tacos are my favorite.
we've got some guesses here, or maybe we're still on favorite food, but PB&J beef stroganoff.
I would think that's their favorite foods. I don't think you can eat that. Well, maybe you can eat that in space. Add water.
Maybe ice cream. That's a space food for sure.
MRE. Okay, yeah, they're talking about space food.
Yeah. Let's see.
Uh-huh.
The gumballs that were in the water.
Oh, there was a video, and
Okay.
it looked like it's very specific.
And lots of ice cream, which is a really good guess. Noodles. Also
Okay.
beef and
Okay. So he shared with us. He shared with us. I can't remember when this was, but we were told what his favorite food was in space, and it had to do with when you're in space, that all the fluid kind of rises up to your head, kind of like when you hang upside down for a while. So your sinuses get congested. So he said his favorite food was something that he could really taste, and that was sriracha.
yes.
You had sriracha before?
I love sriracha.
You do? Okay.
Yeah,
He said he didn't like it as much when he came back and had it on Earth.
I'm sure. It's kind of like ramen noodles. You can have too much.
Oh, there you go. Awesome. Well, you guys had some great guesses. So before we get to our special guest today and hear about our mission today, I want to share some special announcements. First of all, I'm so glad you are here joining us, but make sure that you are also joining us in the learning platform because that's where a lot of the action happens. If you're not in the learning platform, if your code didn't work, don't fret. Go to that help desk, click help in the dashboard, and create a ticket. And we have some amazing experts that are standing by waiting to help you. They'll get you a new code. We'll get you into that learning platform, but it's really important that you get in there because that is where you will see all the lesson videos. You will get to interact in the community and you will get to submit a daily reflection for prizes. So you'll see at the end of this broadcast, we will have a special raffle drawing for all of you who submitted a reflection from yesterday. You are entered automatically for just submitting a reflection, and you'll get in a raffle for Space Team swag. So stay tuned for that. Also, in the community on the learning platform, you can submit a mission patch, a team photo, and a team video. Those are all for special prizes at the award ceremony on the last day. But you need to submit those before on day 5, before the speaker presentation on day 5. So just remember that. Go and submit those. Do it today so you can just get it off your plate. And make sure in the learning platform again that you watch the lesson videos. They will help you on your game and do the quizzes. That is the way that you'll receive your certificate at the end of this program. Okay, so now I want to bring on our mission expert from yesterday. We had Dylan on, and he is going to give us a recap of what happened yesterday. Come on, Dylan. Welcome
Hello,
back.
hello. Good to be back.
All right, Dylan, I'm going to share some of the incredible things that our participants did in Spacecraft yesterday. They built their alien planets, and you helped us out with that getting started yesterday. I'm going to share some of what they submitted. What do you think about these alien planets?
Oh, I love these. The middle one, you can see some of the polar ice caps there at the bottom. And these other two are taken using the different view modes, which is always really fun. I love just seeing how changing the parameters only change the height of the planet or only change with the biomes and that kind of stuff.
Okay. How about these? Those are pretty cool.
Yeah, the red planet here has sulfur lakes, very similar to Io, one of the moons of Jupiter. And the I really love the green hue on the one on the far right. That one looks very pretty.
Yeah, that first one looks like camo. I don't know if they were going for that.
Yeah, it's
Pretty cool. And then these, I like the close-up so you can really see the surface.
yes, surface pictures are among my favorite too. Every time I use the Planet Builder and Explorer, which I've used hundreds of times, I always take a screenshot of like a lakeside like this, whether it's a water lake or a sulfur lake like the one in the bottom right.
Very cool. Well, guys, remember to submit these pictures. There is a special award for most alien planet. So go to the community and make sure you get your pictures of your alien planet on there. And we've got one more picture. It's not of another planet, but I just wanted to show this because I thought it was so cool. A team already submitted their team photo and their mission patch, and it's a pretty awesome design. So thank you, Really Overpowered Kinetic Dimensions, for submitting this. There is special awards for both of those things, and you guys are already entered. So well done. Okay, Dylan, I know that you have a question, a trivia question for our participants. Yes. I'm going to bring it up if you want to read it for our people.
Yes, so Uranus and Neptune, the gas giants in our solar system, are blue. So my trivia question is, what compound makes them blue? And for extra points, about what percentage of the surface of their atmosphere is that compound?
Ooh, okay. There's extra points on this one. Let us know in the comments. You will win brownie points with Dylan.
Bragging points.
Bragging points.
Just to clarify.
There you go. All right. Let us know. What do you think? What is in that atmosphere and how much of it? Okay. So
still thinking about their favorite foods.
What do you like to do for fun, Dylan, besides reading you talked about yesterday? Any special hobbies that you've been doing lately?
I've been just playing games on my computer with some friends. It's also kind of like a niche thing, but I play this game League and like the World Championships going on right now, so I've been watching that. So that's been fun.
Okay, awesome. Do we have any?
Yes, we've got some guesses. We've got a few different people guessing methane, water even, hydrogen and helium. There's another methane answer. And Clifford says 89%, and his guess was methane. Methane. Are we close, Dylan?
Yes, so methane is the answer.
Oh, great.
So if you look at Neptune and Uranus, they're extremely blue, and it doesn't take a lot of methane. So both of them are around 1 to 2%. The surface of their atmosphere is 1 to 2% methane. Overwhelmingly hydrogen, around 85-ish% hydrogen and around 15% helium. And so the gas giants in our solar system have a property called atmospheric stratification. And basically what that means is the bigger the planet gets, the more gravity there is, and that gravity tends to pull in larger compounds. So Jupiter, being the largest gas giant in our solar system, has almost entirely hydrogen along the surface of its atmosphere, because all the bigger things like methane and trying to think of a bigger gas, oxygen, get pulled down to below the surface and are part of like the middle region of the atmosphere. So we don't really get to see it, and therefore the color of Jupiter is mostly from its hydrogen.
Okay, great to know. We have some smart participants with us. So thank you so much, Dylan. Thank you so much for your direction and helping us yesterday and for coming back to recap. Guys, y'all can still go back and make that alien planet. Please do so. And we will talk to you later, Dylan. Thank you for joining us.
Thanks, Dylan.
Okay, we have another special guest joining us today, and I am about to bring him on. But before I do that, I want to tell you a little bit about who he is. So we have Uh, Here we go. Okay, our special guest today is Mizan. He is the technical expert, architect, and system administrator of the MIT Zero Robotics platform funded by NASA, which runs inside the International Space Station. He is also the brain behind the operation of the Zero Robotics project. He is the technical advisor, coordinator, and point of contact for the JAXA Bangladesh Kibo ABC program. He is also the founder of the STEMX 365 platform, which provides ISS based STEM education for the students in developing countries. Currently, he works for the MIT Lincoln Laboratory in the U.S. Defense Space Satellite Program. He's passionate about art, music, and science and lives in Boston with his wife and daughter. Welcome, Mizan. I'm going to add you. Okay. Hello.
Hello, Claire and Christy.
How are you today?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Great. Well, thank you so much for joining us. I would love to hear more about what you do. So I'm going to ask you a few questions
Sure.
and please let us know in the comments what you think about. You have an incredible experience. You've done a lot, but can you tell us a little bit about what is Zero Robotics?
Zero Robotics is an international student program. It's for middle school and high school. And actually, we provide ISS-based STEM education. Basically, we run the final of the international Zero Robotics runs inside the International Space Station with help of astronaut. And you may know that astronaut Greg Chamitov is a co-pioneer of Zero Robotics. I worked with him a lot. He attended our final program at MIT, and he gave us a very good lecture, and he inspired a lot of students. Zero Robotics last until last year, we used MIT Spheres robot to teach students how to write program to solve space problems. From this year, we started using NASA's Astrobe, which is the new robot. We replaced Spheres. Spheres is almost 15 years. So its hardware and software all old. So NASA came up with another robot called Astrobe. So from next year, we'll use Astrobe for Zero Robotics program.
That is really neat and so important for kids to start learning these programming skills. So, how did you get involved in all these different space programs?
Like other young students, I have loved space from my childhood. The vast sky at night with billions of stars and planets inspired me a lot. I made my own telescope to look at them when I was young.
Wow.
In 60s and 70s, you might know Star Trek, Apollo mission, um, made me more eager to know about space. And unfortunately, at that time, um, it was just a dream. I did not get chance to involve with any space program. It was just a dream. So after so many years, I got the opportunity from MIT Space System Laboratory to join their team to provide technical expertise on MIT Zero Robotics. And my responsibility was to redesign, re-architect that platform. And I that was my first involvement with the space program. Then in 2019, I came up with my own private mission, which is STEMX 365, to provide ISS-based education to the developing nation students. And then gradually I involved with other space program.
That is incredible. So, You mentioned the STEMX 365. Can you tell us a little bit more about that?
Sure. This is my you can say this is my baby. I love STEM X365, and I also love young generation. Um, like they will make the change, big change in the future. So I always try to inspire them. So in during before pandemic, actually, I thought about the STEMX platform, which through which I can provide education, ISS based education to the student in developing nation. Um, they were very excited. They have like they love space. Uh, more than anybody else. They love space. So I thought about them, and I started this STEMX platform. The It is similar to MIT Zero Robotics, but I'm my emphasis is to make this platform more accessible. Like I want to make it more cloud-based online platform, so that student need only high-speed internet connection and any device like computer, a simple device, computer or mobile app, so that they can use those to enter this type of program. And in 2019, during after 2019, during pandemic, I launched through STEMX platform. I launched ISS based S2B programming in Bangladesh to teach student how to write code for S2B robot to fix a leak inside the International Space Station, and they did very well. And I was surprised. They got the second position in Asia zone, which is incredible. And that is our first achievement to STEMX platform. And also we send coriander herb to the space station for bioscience research. So I'm proud of this STEMX 365.
You should be. That's really exciting. And I wonder if any of our students who are in Bangladesh that are in space teams, if they have had any experience with it as well. I would love to know that.
Mhm.
So, lastly, what message do you have for students interested in space exploration and science?
That is very hard question. I usually don't give advice. Inspire student. Like I said, I love next generation. Um, so my message to STEMX students from Bangladesh, Indonesia, and Tunisia, I would like to say hello to them, and also all the students around the world. And I would like to say uh, this program is priceless, and this is a rare opportunity to learn from a living legend like astronaut Greg Chamitov. To me, he's just like James T. Kirk. I don't know whether you know James T. Kirk. Uh,
Of course.
yeah, he's a very dedicated leader. And same way, Greg Chamitov is helping the community, the students, uh, and helping them to make their dream true. And this is incredible. And um, with this, they will like student will see them as a part of the team of real life crew mission. uh, so this is rare opportunity, and I did not get this opportunity when I was in their age. So that's why I think this is my message to the student. Please please don't take it granted. This is a rare opportunity. Be attentive, be part of the program, and um, try to learn as much as possible. Ask creative question, and this experience will help you in the real life of your work. So I would say take it seriously, but enjoy. Don't stress yourself. This is fun. This is a good program, and be excited.
Great advice. Yes, absolutely. Pay attention and have fun. I love that. Well, thank you so much for sharing. I know that they're inspired by the work that you are doing and that you have done with your programming. Thank you so much, Mizan, for joining us.
Thank
We'll
you,
talk.
Claire. Thank you, Christy.
Thank you.
We'll see you again. Thank you.
All right. Thank you. Okay. So with that, we're going to move on to today's mission, and we're going to bring on our mission expert, Alex, and he's going to talk about what you guys will be doing today. Welcome, Alex.
Hi, Alex.
Hello. Hello.
All right. So I know you have some slides that you're going to share in just a little bit, but Christy has some questions for you so we can get to know you first.
All right, Alex, are you ready?
Yep.
All right. Let's tell the participants, what is your field of study and what are you hoping to do with your education?
Yeah. So I am a PhD student in aerospace engineering right now at Texas A&M University. And with that, once I get my PhD, hopefully either I'm going to get the chance to teach, which is a really cool opportunity if I get that, or I'm hoping I can get to work at NASA as well.
Those are good goals. I'm inspired. And what was your role in developing Spacecraft?
All right, so I am kind of like the general 3D modeler for the team, and I do a lot of the interactions with those 3D models. So today you're going to be doing I'll explain the mission later, but it's the spacecraft builder. And all those models that you see in there, they are made by myself and my team, and I help to kind of integrate them all into that activity.
And that leads us into our next question. Is that your favorite part of Spacecraft?
Actually, not quite. So I do love that, right? Like all that, the ability to model things and create spaceships and stuff. But I think the coolest part for me is whenever you get into a simulation and you're waiting there for all your friends to join, and then you see them one by one popping in, and then you click start simulation, and then everybody's there. And you can see them like placing spacecraft parts, and you can see how it affects your spacecraft in real time. And you can collaborate with your team, and you can talk to them over the voice chat. You can talk to them in the chat box, and it's just an interactive experience that is basically like no other. So
are you saying collaboration and teamwork are important?
Yes, they are.
I
Absolutely.
figured we'd talk a little bit more about that. Can you tell everyone what today's mission is?
Yeah, so I have a couple slides regarding this mission. So again, it's going to be the spacecraft builder. Let's go through this. So what you're going to be doing is designing your own spacecraft. It's not like the USS Enterprise or anything like that. It's not a Star Trek kind of ship. It's a modular spacecraft similar to the International Space Station, right? And you can see some screenshots here in the coming slides. But basically, you're going to be adding parts with this menu right here. There are plenty of parts to choose from, and they all have their own specific functions. So if you want to make your ship work, just search through those and look at the descriptions and try to kind of fit what you want your ship to be. Then you can also go inside some parts, just fly inside them. And you can place what are called racks inside those parts. And this is kind of how it is on the International Space Station, right? There's like an overall module, and then there are little like tiny modules that go inside of it, right? That's kind of what this is doing. And if you want more advanced functionality like oxygen regeneration or water recycling, go to this menu and try to kind of use these extra modules to help you. If you want to customize something, like say you're not happy with the total amount of fuel that's in a fuel tank, you think it's maybe too much for you, you can kind of shrink that down. You just right click a part and you can change how much fuel is in it, for example, like this fuel tank here. And if you want to get a nice analysis of what your spacecraft is actually doing and how it's performing, you go to this tab over here, and it gives you a whole bunch of statistics about your spacecraft. It tells you if you have all the modules that you need. It tells you what your delta V is, and that's explained in the lesson today, I believe. It tells you your total mass for the spacecraft. You might want to keep that down, just a tip. And it tells you a whole bunch of other stuff. And then if you want to analyze how you're doing in terms of sustainability, you go to this last tab and you just click that play button, and it tells you how sustainable your spacecraft is. That means how well can it support the astronauts that are on board, and for how long can it do that with these 4 categories here, which are oxygen, water, food, and power. Okay, and then lastly, share your spacecraft with your team, right? If you're not working on it collaboratively, but even if you are, just save it to your team. You can save it locally to your computer as well, but share what you've done with your team. And the best score on the team is going to be the one that gets posted online, but try to collaborate to get the best design that you can. And then as far as the score submission, just go over here and try to submit your score. And good luck with that. Also, here's a bit of a bonus activity. You can fly your spacecraft. If you put an engine on it, which hopefully you will, you can go into the spacecraft. I believe it's called Fly Your Spacecraft is what it says. It'll look like this. And then here are the controls. You can just, these buttons kind of rotate you up and down. These ones kind of rotate you like kind of side to side like this. And then these ones kind of rotate you horizontally. And then this is your throttle. Just punch that all the way up to go as fast as you can. And you can fly out of the space station and into space. And you can fly around, basically just fly around. Yeah. And this is kind of what it looks like if you have a big engine on it. It'll shoot out a lot of these cool flames and a big plume. The color will change based on what engine you select. So yeah, just play around with it. Have some fun.
Very cool. Well, those visuals are super helpful. And if the participants were listening, I heard a little Easter egg in there about keeping the mass down. Can you share any other ways in which they could be successful today?
Yeah, so there's so many ways you can be successful, but I think the main ones are pay attention to that statistics tab and try to figure out like what is this ship doing well and what are the areas that it's lacking in, and try to improve on those. Unless you're going for the coolest ship, then you can do whatever you want with that. But I think overall, like the underlying component of all this is collaboration. Just talk to your teammates, because maybe you've designed a great ship, but maybe there's like one area that you can't figure out how to do it, but your teammate might know how to do that. So just talk amongst yourselves and try to, as a team, design this, because that's how spacecraft are designed in real life. It's not just one person, it's a big team. So try to work together on this.
Okay. Teamwork makes the dream work. Okay, hardest question of the night. Are you ready for it? Oh, yeah.
I got a question real quick. Yeah. Is there any budget?
Oh, is there any budget as in money? Not for this. That's factored into the mass budget. So it's assumed that just keep your mass down and it keeps the cost down.
Great. Yeah. Okay. Now last question. Are you ready?
Yep.
What's something you do for fun?
Yeah, I'm going to try to keep it different every time here if I can. I don't think I've said this before, but I like to cook.
Yeah. What do you like to cook?
It depends on the week. I like to keep it different. I have some recipes I go back and forth to, but this week I'm going to try to do some barbecue pork.
All right.
So we'll see if that works. I've never done that before, so we'll see.
Sounds good. A taco.
Oh yeah.
With some corn.
Yes. Awesome.
Alex, thank you.
Thank you so much for joining us, Alex. We'll have you back tomorrow to do a recap.
Bye.
Bye.
All right, Christy, it's the time that they've all been waiting for. It's time to do our raffle for all those who participated in submitting those reflections at the end of day 1. Are we ready?
Spin that wheel.
All right, here's the wheel with all the names.
Winner, winner, drum roll. We've got Adrian Vasquez on the Bell Band
Woo!
team. Congratulations.
You will win some Space Team swags. You don't even need to do anything. It will be sent to you. So thank you so much for submitting your reflection at the end of yesterday. Submit those reflections today. Who knows? He could win the prize tomorrow if he's the only one that submits the reflection. So you guys get in there because there's a bunch of participants. You want to have your name in there.
You want that flag.
Oh yes. So we have one final thing to go over, some reminders for today. Make sure when you're building your spacecraft that you submit a picture. You can do that in your end of day reflection. Also, there's a special prize again for the coolest ship. So do that in the community, in the learning platform. Your ship does not have to work to be cool. So you guys submit those pictures. Also, make sure you submit your questions and join us again for another expert speaker presentation in a couple hours. It's going to be fantastic, but submit those questions because we may ask your question either ahead of time you submit it or during the live broadcast. Make sure you're commenting with questions. We'll ask those too. So again, submit those daily reflections. We'll be watching and putting you into the raffle for tomorrow's drawing. So good luck today, explorers. I hope you do well. If you have any needs, make sure you submit a help ticket and we'll be standing by to help. See you in a couple hours for the speaker presentation.
See you soon.
Bye.